Hey everybody, and welcome back to Maverick How To. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this 2024 Can-Am Outlander Max XT Limited. It's a two-seater, four-wheel drive ATV with all kinds of fancy settings, and I just want to kind of highlight some of the points that are pretty cool on it. I wanted to show you. I took it out, rode it a little bit, gave it a little test drive, spent some time with it, seeing what it could do and how it sets apart from other ATVs. And I will say, if you're looking for like the Cadillac of ATVs, it is all the technology you could ask for. This is the top of the line. So let's talk about it a little bit and we'll go from there. So one of the things that I really like about it, well, for starters, it's smooth. The transmission is really nice when you're giving it, you know, you're pushing that down the floor in it and it just goes. I mean, it's not like any other four-wheeler I've rode before, being an automatic. It's no sport one, but it feels like it could be.
On average hills, this thing really performs well. I was in two-wheel drive and went up that hill like it was nothing. Now the engine braking is another thing that's really impressive. So you're going down the hill, it's holding you back slightly, but as soon as you hit that brake, it really locks it up. And you almost have to give it a little bit of throttle to go down, which is a great safety feature on a machine this size, being a 1000.
So let's just talk about some of the different things here, the specs on this thing. It's got 91 horsepower. It's a Rotax 976cc V-twin. And you can feel it when you're out there, which I'll talk a little bit about the throttle, the response, the power. I mean, here later in the video, but it goes. There's nothing stopping it. Just wanted to show you here the different settings, how you can change it here. If you look at the screen, you can go to regular, sport mode, sport off, back to regular, and then you can go to work mode. Work mode is actually my favorite, only because you can push the throttle down and it's very smooth. And when you take off, that's nice. Sport mode is just all in. You're getting everything, but the modes are just for the throttle and the control from what I can tell. You can also change the power steering. You can go with minimal, you can go with max. Here's the four-wheel drive. Right now it's in 2, you can flip it up to the middle. That puts it in 4. Flip it up, hold it in here. Now your differential's locked. Now I take it right back down into 2.
You can run two-wheel drive for the most part on these easier trails, easy/intermediate. If you're going up a steep hill, I can understand the four-wheel drive, mud, but hard-packed trails, two-wheel drive works really well. There's such an abundance of power, you never go very far on the throttle pushing in. It just takes off. As soon as you give it a little bit, tires start to spin.
One of the other nice things that it's got the four-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, it also has a front differential lock, and it climbs, that's no doubt. It goes through anything. Something to keep in mind, it is 954 pounds. That is a heavy machine, so you don't want to roll it on you. You got to be very careful when you're out there on those hill climbs. That is a lot of weight. This machine, being the two-seater with the longer wheelbase, definitely nicer on hill climbs. You don't have to worry as much with the shorter wheelbase.
When it comes to the suspension and the ride of the machine, if I was to compare this to the Can-Am 850 Max XT, which I had a 2024 that was tested before, compared to this 2024 being the 1000 Limited Max Outlander, you can pretty much tell that they are almost identical. There is slightly more pull on the engine when you're putting the throttle down, but that 150cc difference in this frame with the weight and everything, it's very hard for me to tell. thing to keep in mind that these are still just a four-wheeler. So they aren't going to ride like a side-by-side that has the range of suspension that a sport side-by-side would have.
There is plenty of room here for a passenger on the back with the grab handles, and it's pretty smooth ride. I said it's not like a side-by-side. You have to keep that in mind. You're not on the back of a motorcycle on a road. You're going to get tossed around a little bit, but it's not too bad. You got the built-in place for your feet. There is plenty of room back there, and you sit up higher so you can see over top of the driver, which is nice. So what are my thoughts on this machine, as in where does it compare to today's technology? I would say it's probably the most technologically advanced ATV that I have ever operated. Where does it stand between now with ATVs versus side-by-sides, which are one of the most popular things out there? I myself love side-by-sides. I do a lot of videos on them, but I also enjoy four-wheelers. It's that get out and actually feel like you're not just driving a vehicle through the woods. You know, you're going to hit those bumps, kind of like a motorcycle. I'm also a big fan of the motorcycles. Are they relevant in today's world? Absolutely. In the right circumstance, right position. Like I said, if you want to go out and you want to have more of a feeling in the trail, you can't ride dirt bikes maybe, or they're getting too hard for you, you're getting older, maybe you're injured. You know, this is giving you a kind of an in-between of a dirt bike and a side-by-side, because you can go longer distances on these. You're not going to get as fatigued. It's a little bit smoother ride. You do bounce around because of the setup the way it is, but if you were going to go on a long-term ride here with side-by-sides, it would be easier probably on one of these. You can throw your stuff on, you can pack a lunch. You're not going to get as tired riding it. Not worrying about balance. So I think that this specific ones that people say that ATVs are falling out of place in today's riding, well, we just got back from Hatfield-McCoy, and I can tell you, I've seen a very large amount of ATVs that I didn't expect to see. And I'm talking like maybe you've seen 5 side-by-sides and you see 1 ATV, if that ratio makes sense. Maybe I'm wrong, but from where we were at in the upper part of Hatfield, that's what we were noticing. We've seen a lot of dirt bikes too. So every area is different, but the downside I would say with this machine, the worst thing about it is the cost. They are very expensive, brand new. Almost as much as if you just bought a baseline side-by-side. So what it comes down to is like, what's most important to you in the style of riding that you want to do? Are you looking for something that you're going to have more feeling, a little more control? It's not as easy to go out on a trail. You want that old-fashioned ATV feeling. These are great for that. One thing this does not lack is power. The engine braking is great. Just coming to an overall stop is great. I like to plow with an ATV because I can see everything around me. Side-by-sides are nice. You can stay out of the weather that way. But if you're in a tight, confined area and you have to worry about hitting things, an ATV is the way to go. So overall, my thoughts are this is like the top of the line. This is the Cadillac Outlander, the 1000, the top trim model, everything. I love it. It's a great ride. And this machine is available at Unlimited Cycle Center in Tyrone, PA. It is used, very low miles, and you won't be disappointed. So this is Maverick How To signing off. I want to say thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it, and I look forward to making many more of these videos, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.